Good morning, everybody. Please do sit down. As the Vice-Chancellor of the University, it gives me very great pleasure to welcome you to this morning's ceremony for the School of Education and the School of Engineering and Technology. Could I please begin by introducing the platform party, and on my right, Professor Reza Satude, who's the Dean of the School of Engineering and Technology, and on my left is Ms. Sal Jarvis, the Dean of the School of Education. And can I particularly welcome those of you who are about to graduate, and of course all your relatives, those who have not been to the University of Hertfordshire before, a very, very warm welcome. I now have pleasure in calling upon Ms. Sal Jarvis to address the Assembly.
Good morning and welcome to our graduates, your families and friends. This is a very special moment for you, a moment to look back on all you have achieved on your postgraduate programme here at the University of Hertfordshire, a moment to look forwards to all that is yet to come. I am delighted and proud to be sharing it with you. When I look at you, our postgraduates, passionate, highly skilled and enthusiastic, I am filled with hope. You are the antidote to the pessimism it is easy to feel when we are faced with the bad news, economic woe, and drastic cuts that seem to be our daily diet. It's a tremendous feeling and a welcome reminder that our future in the worlds of education and engineering and technology is in good hands. It could feel like an odd combination of programmes here, couldn't it? The PGCE, all you people at the very start of your teaching careers, and engineering and technology, all you people developing careers at the cutting edge of innovation. But I know it isn't, because as a teacher who is married to someone who started his electronic engineering career here at Hertfordshire, I can see the attributes that connect you. You share a zest for creative problem solving, adaptability to a fast-changing discipline, and resilience in the face of challenge. I am proud that the University of Hertfordshire has played a part in helping you to develop those attributes and others. So I want to say thank you for choosing to study with us. Your time here has made you far more flexible and adaptable than the graduates of yesteryear. When you chose the University of Hertfordshire, you chose a university focused on honing the attributes, skills, and attitudes that creates opportunities, whatever the economic climate or the political background. But this is just the start. You will have realised that learning does not finish when you finish your course. And although here today you will receive your certificate as recognition of your very real achievements, this is something on which to build for the future. What you have today is a tremendous foundation of theory and practical skills that you will build on every year. And there is no doubt that you will face some very real challenges. But in many ways, you are better equipped than any other generation before you. The experiences you have had with us have not only challenged you intellectually, as all postgraduate programs should, but also challenged you personally and practically, giving you the opportunity to learn and grow in real working world situations. You have not only developed academic knowledge and practical skills, but you have grown in confidence and creativity, making you a real asset to employers and colleagues, and for education graduates, enabling you to make a real difference to the lives of the children you teach. For all of you, having had the opportunity of a postgraduate education puts you in a tiny minority worldwide. And with that privilege comes a certain responsibility to do good in the world, to make the best use of your skills, and to help others. As people who have benefited from a university postgraduate education, you know the value of higher education. And in choosing the University of Hertfordshire, you have chosen to become a member of a community that will last your whole working life and beyond. Whatever you do next, wherever your lives will take you, you share a common link. You are all part of a burgeoning international network of Hertfordshire alumni. So while you are enjoying your new lives and your new careers, I hope you will think of us. We'll keep in touch. Every year we welcome back alumni who have gone on to achieve success all over the world and who feel passionately about giving something back, sharing their stories and insights, even employing students and graduates. You too could be someone who makes an incredible difference to another person's life and encourages others to follow in your footsteps. But no one learns in isolation. So this is a moment too to remember the others who have helped you. Of course, your University of Hertfordshire tutors who have provided tremendous support, but also the many others who have made today possible. Your teachers, your peers, your friends, and your families. So finally, on behalf of the whole university, sincere congratulations and thank you for choosing to celebrate today with us. Sharing this day with you reinforces for us the value of higher education in producing outstanding, rounded individuals bursting with fresh ideas and drive and passion to build a better society. This is your future, and you are the future. I am proud that the University of Hertfordshire has played a part in helping you to shape that future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sal. We shall now receive the postgraduates of the School of Education and the School of Engineering and Technology. The candidates are presented by a senior member of academic staff from their school, and I first call upon Mr. Tim Roberts.
School of Education, Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Primary. Susan Ahmet. Laura Jane Atkinson. Annabelle Barton. Natasha Louise Barton. With distinction, Emma Louise Grisette Bird. Mark Edward Betts Borland. Emily Boston. Duncan Brown. Jessica Jane Brown. Eleanor Bubbins. With distinction, Maya Louisa Chavda. Emily Cheer. Beth Louise Chilton. Katerina Anthony Christodoulou. Keeley Church. Sarah Margaret Clegg. Emma Jane Collins. Daniel Stephen Coverdale. Cara Craven. With distinction, Madeleine Elizabeth Curry. Lunda Pilira David. With distinction, Bernadette Jane de Massimi. Melissa Deer. Glenn Paul Denny. With distinction, Stephen Leslie Peter Dobner. With distinction, Peter Charles Edney. Abby Joanne Edwards. With distinction, Holly Ann Fraser. Elizabeth Alexandra Henrique Gillam. Joel Peter Granger Carr. Thomas John Albert Griffin. Fiona Grimer. Anna Hardyman. Priti Naran Harsiani. With distinction, June Ann Hilliard. Ashley Ann Holding. Jennifer Louise Huxley. Ellen Janice Jameson. Suki Jandu. Paul Jarrett. Adam Lee Jones. Hannah King. Kaylee Louise Kazalovich. Megan Ann Victoria Lane. Sophie Lincoln. With distinction, Lauren Faye Lines. Deborah Jane Matthews. Kirsty Louise McDonnell. Sophie Moore. Paul Michael Mulvihill. Yasmin, Yasmin Naya. Rachel Ellen Nash. With distinction, Susan Noreen O'Hara. With distinction, Robert Daniel Pace. Sarah Parithambi. With distinction, Victoria Claire Parker. Tony Samantha Paul. Leah Ann Price. Holly Prince. Andrea Prokopiou. With distinction, Jennifer Ann Pulley. Alison Louise Rapson. Emily Ray. With distinction, Rachel Hannah Richards. Tamar Rockman. With distinction, Ruth Hillary Roseblade. Benjamin James Ross. With distinction, Matthew Francis Round. Baljit Kaur Sate. Lauren Rebecca Sibbons. Sarah Sneed. Erzbet Spriu. Kerry Louise Squibb. George Paul Sides. Rebecca Lydia Annis Taylor. Juliet Thompson. With distinction, Alexandra Tidyman. Emma Vardy. Sian Rebecca Whitehead. Harriet Jenny Witter. Stacey Claire Woodworth. Katie Emma Worsley. Helena Charlotte Joanne Wright. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Secondary. Pritpal Amrit. With distinction, Christopher Gordon Bishop. With distinction, Hannah Jane Bristow. Maria Constantinou. Thomas Oliver Coombs. With distinction, Lewis George Emerson Culverhouse. With distinction, Grace Joanne da Silva. With distinction, Kelly Morgan Hamilton. Victoria Hampshire. With distinction, Zuri Hilmi. With distinction, Coralie Little. Degambul Marathamatu. Christopher William Rammel. Alaya Razak. Emma Elizabeth Rose Ritchie. With distinction, Vasuda Saxena. Russell Colin John Tompkins. Sarah Williams. Sophie Helena Wren. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Primary, Jennifer Armstrong. Carolyn Marie Campney. Lisa Ellen Clifton. Natalia Dell. Una Maria Dwyer. With distinction, Sophie Elise Harvey. Claire Sophie Horncastle. Lindsay Rose Isaac. Joe Lewis Meehan. Hina Patel. Anna Pericleus. Rachel Price. Min Chow Smith. Reiki Varu. Sasha Wisdom. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Secondary, Konstantina Konstantinou. With distinction, Eleanor Christiana Georgiou. With distinction, Panayota Andrei Panaides.
School of Engineering and Technology, Master of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering, Divyaben Kesara Jasani. Master of Science degree in Automotive Engineering, with distinction, Omar Arif. Guan Ming Jin. With distinction, Magnus Moore. Abuchi Emmanuel Okafor. Ashkan Rastigar. Athanasios Rizoglu. With distinction, Ankush Sawhney. DNK Surav. Master of Science degree in Data Communications and Networks, with distinction, Adeniki Tulopi George. Master of Science degree in Embedded Intelligence Systems with distinction, Kenneth Lionel Bennett. Master of Science degree in Manufacturing Management, Mohan Atanyaka Arashigi. With distinction, Umar Hafiz. Daniel James Howard. Master of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering, Coyote Mofetulua Akinlusi. With distinction, Richard Mark Baxter. With distinction, Othenas Christos Kerasidis. Master of Science degree in Operations and Supply Chain Management, Med Neural Amin. Iromosili Ebeke Ozien. Augustina Omon Egbel. Maimuna Iqbal. Master of Science degree in Radio and Mobile Communication Systems with distinction, Paul Crawshaw Dixon. Tazawar Hussain. With distinction, Kasan Priya Vithana. With distinction, Chinawatish Nishan Shamnatha Rodrigo. Master of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering, Akinwandi Oloriwaju Cole.
Well, it's one of my greatest privileges to be the very first to be able to congratulate those who have just graduated. And I hope everyone will join with me in giving you one further great round of applause for that great achievement. It's now a real pleasure to call upon Glenn Denny to address the Assembly on behalf of the graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I am honoured to be here representing the graduating class of 2013. I have the privilege of representing my fellow graduates in thanking the Vice-Chancellor and the staff who have supported us so well throughout our time at this university. As you have seen during this award ceremony, we have representatives from the School of Education and the School of Engineering and Technology. That's quite a diverse mix of people, but we all have one thing in common. We all came to UH because we wanted to learn, to expand our horizons, and to improve our futures. We all came from different backgrounds. some straight from an undergraduate degree, and some, like myself, from industry and business. We selected to come to Hertfordshire. We filled out the forms, came to the interviews in the open days, and we were offered places on our courses. The university and staff of our respective schools saw something in each of us, a spark of potential to be great engineers and teachers. We may have selected UH as our university of choice, but it was the university that chose us to join its ranks. Like all sparks, the university fanned us until we started to grow into flames. It was not an easy ride. Each and every one of us hit a low point at our time here, but there were friends, colleagues, mentors, tutors and lecturers who got us through those dark days. As our time passed, our experience and understanding of our chosen fields grew as we absorbed the vast quantities of teaching material that was being thrown at us, and there were times when it did feel it was being thrown. We studied, we worked, we went out on placement, and we gradually started to grow as individuals. There was a point during the year for each of us when we suddenly left our old lives behind and we realised we were now becoming the individuals we intended to be. With everything the university gave us, did it fully prepare us for what lay ahead? I'd actually say no. This doesn't sound like a resounding endorsement of the university. However, on our first day, those of us in the School of Education were told we would only touch the smallest tip of the iceberg. We weren't fully prepared for what lay ahead, but the university laid a sturdy set of foundations that we could take forward from this place and build upon. Were they successful in their mission? Look around you today, look to your left, to your right, in front and behind. This is the evidence of the university's success. Before I offer our thanks to the university, there is another group I'd like to thank. You were never alone while you're studying for a master's or a PGCE. Each and every one of us had a support network beyond the walls of this campus. Mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, partners, brothers, sisters and friends. Whether it was reading an assignment, cooking dinner, paying the mortgage, or just providing a shoulder to cry on, we owe these people a huge debt of gratitude. To all of you who supported us, I'd like to thank you on behalf of all the graduates within this hall. Thank you. To the staff, of the School of Education and the School of Engineering and Technology who are behind me here on the stage, and to the wider staff of the university who are not here, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You took us in, worked with us, guided us, and turned us into what you see sitting before you today. On behalf of all your graduates, please accept my sincere thanks for recognising something in each of us. Without you, we would not be the teachers and engineers we are today. Thank you. As a collective of graduates, we are at the beginning of our journey. As we go forward, take with you everything you have learned while studying at the University of Hertfordshire. Be proud of who you are, be proud of what you have become, and be a proud graduate of UH. Before I close, I'd like to revisit a point I mentioned earlier. I said that within each of us there is a quest to learn. Don't stop now. We have all entered a field where we have to improve ourselves every day. I'm going to apologise now to the School of Engineering and Technology as I have one small teaching anecdote to tell. On a regular basis, we attend newly qualified teacher conferences. One of these conferences, one of the presenters was a parent of a child in my fellow NQT's class. That morning, the presenter said to her child, "Miss Harvey's not going to be in today because she's going on a training course." The daughter turned around to her mum calmly and collectively said, "But mummy, Miss Harvey knows everything already. Why does she need to go on a training course?" If only that were true. In closing, I'd like to thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for receiving the graduates of the School of Education and the School of Engineering and Technology on this memorable day. Thank you.
Glenn, thank you very much for those kind words. if you'll allow me to conclude with just a few words on behalf of the university. And I want to use as a theme something which Sal touched on when she spoke to you earlier, and that is the attributes that we expect our graduates to have as a university. And we have spent some time, and the community within the university have actually articulated those attributes that we'd like to see in our graduates. Now, these are attributes beyond the skills and the knowledge that you will all have acquired during your courses here. These are the sort of personal qualities that we hope that you will leave the university with. There are 5 of them. The first is social responsibility, and you might expect that of any university, that they would expect their graduates to embrace social responsibility. And of course we do. We expect you to obey the law. We expect you to pay your taxes. Don't go to jail. But it's much more than that. It's about embracing your communities. It's about being good neighbours. It's about voting in elections. It's about all the things which really together make you good citizens. And we hope that you leave this university embracing all those things. The second of our attributes, and a very important one for this university, where we have individuals probably from more than, well, I know it's from more than 100 different countries studying at this university, and that is respect for others. We hope that you will leave here respecting others' cultures, respecting their religions, respecting their colour, respecting their beliefs. That's hugely important. And you know, for me, as a Scotsman who's about to become an ethnic minority at the university, I do hope that you truly embrace from September onwards that respect for others. This university, of course, also believes that it is a world-leading business-facing university. And as a business-facing university, we hope that all our graduates embrace those attributes which might be essentially described as professionalism. Now, of course, in the two schools which we've been talking about and where we've been graduating today, professionalism is ultimately important. For those of you who are going to be teachers and for those of you who are, in the broadest sense, going to be engineers, that professionalism is vital to the jobs which you will embrace. So please think about professionalism as you leave here. We also wish you to have developed at the university learning and research skills. Now, Glenn touched a little bit on those with Miss Harvey, who had clearly learned all the learning that she required. But we do truly believe that you will have to have those skills, because whatever you've learned today will very quickly be out of date. You'll see on the crest behind me, the logo on that crest says "Seek knowledge throughout life," and that is one of the fundamental things that we hope you will continue to do as graduates of this university. But we also hope that you've embraced throughout your courses here research skills, or at least scholarship skills. And we hope that because, of course, those are fundamental to helping you solve problems for your employers within your classes, and of course, as engineers, deeply important. So we hope you've embraced the critical thinking that research will impart to you. And the last graduate attribute, or it's really a set of graduate attributes that we hope you've embraced, relate to what I like to call intellectual flexibility. And I say this because I hope that you've had the opportunity while at this university not only to immerse yourself in the particular topic which you chose to study, but also to talk to colleagues, to consider other subjects, so that those of you who are doing humanities and arts subjects embrace the sciences, and those who are doing engineering and science subjects also lift their eyes and extend their horizons, so that they actually consider and think about the arts and humanities. And I say that for two reasons. One, because, of course, to answer the big problems which we face as a world, global warming, world poverty, a requirement for more food, a whole raft of very, very major issues. It's going to be important that everyone engages with those problems. And I hope that you're able to do that following your graduation here from the university. So I hope that those attributes are attributes which chime with you. I hope they're attributes which you will aspire to display in your workplace when you leave here. I have already congratulated the graduates. I now, in finishing, want to turn to those immediately in front of me, your loved ones, your families, your friends, those who have in one way or another supported you, and I'm sure that support has not just been for your time here at the University of Hertfordshire, but it's been throughout your lives leading up to this point. And I hope you'll join with me in thanking all those people who have put so much effort into ensuring that you've acquired your degree and got here today. Thank you very much. That concludes the formal part of this morning's proceedings, but I should remind you that there is and there are light refreshments available in the de Havilland restaurant, and I hope that you'll all join us there to take part in these. And I wonder if I could ask you now if you'd be upstanding while the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you.